Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Live Authentically with Krista. I just want to thank you to all of you who are here, and if you're new, welcome. You know, I just started this channel because I just wanted a place to just share a little bit of life, and you know, it's authentic. I'm real. I'm not faking stuff here. You know, sometimes I might show up, you know, in a vulnerable state, or maybe I'm just sharing something that's vulnerable that I've walked through, or maybe a reflection of something that I've taken in from someone else's life, and I just reflect on it. I find wisdom in it, and then I share it. You know, I think it's really important that when you stumble on someone's channel, not to just judge them by one video, or just, it's really important to, you know, walk through someone's life, you know, walking with them. And if you can't, you know, if you haven't stepped a mile in their shoe, if you haven't experienced, you know, their life or who they are as a person, you know, it's really important to not just like cast them aside and just label those people. You know, like, I don't like labels. I don't want to label other people. I don't even want to put labels on myself, you know. But sometimes I just show up, and I've always considered myself, you know, I'm not like this victim. I don't like to play the victim card, you know. I may have walked through some really hard things in life, but I always try to find something positive out of it, and I consider myself more of an overcomer than anything at all, you know. I've been asked to walk through some hard things that, you know, I never even thought I was going to have to do, you know. But you know what? When the Lord calls you, it's just best to just listen, you know. And I've found that, you know, as I walk with the Lord and, you know, just really step into, you know, His calling, His place, His purpose, you know, then He just blesses me through it. So today, I was really just reflecting on just some questions my kids have been asking me lately, and just how beautiful the innocence of a child really is. And that if we really, you know, reflect on kids and the things that they say, we as adults can really learn a lot through it. So just for an example, my daughter, you know, she's like, Mom, how do the trees, you know, like looking at a tree, there are some pretty tall trees, you know, how can they just stand up like that, you know? Kids ask the darndest questions. They pull stuff out of, you know, themselves that are just funny, you know? And then we as adults have to try and come up with this answer that we ourselves don't even know, you know? So yesterday she asked that question, like, Mom, how do the trees, how do they stay standing like that, you know? And I was just reflecting like, well, hun, it's because of the roots in the trunk, you know? Like, that's how they stand. And then I was just really reflecting on that, like, wow, that's a miracle in itself. I mean, seriously. There are little miracles all around us here. And if you just really stop and think and just look outside all around you, I mean, God is amazing that He can literally keep the sun up in the sky here. And all of these other planets, I think it's just amazing if you really think about it. The way an animal moves, the different sounds that they make. Like, there are so many things that we should be thankful for, you know, that so many of us take for granted. If you have eyes to see, you have the opportunity to see the beauty around you, you know, the trees. For me, I really appreciate nature. And I will stop for a turtle, you know. I will stop and I will get excited over a turtle crossing the road. And I will do whatever I can to make sure that that little baby turtle is going to get safe to the other side. You know, if I see a rabbit, I will stop. If I see a fox, you know, I saw a den of fox a couple years ago. And it was just beautiful, something I'd never seen before. So just take a moment and just appreciate the beauty around you. And better yet, if you have a chance to spend some time with a child, soak up the moments, because it's precious to me as a mom, you know? And I used to, you know, through being a mom, sometimes there are challenges that come through it, you know? But I've really learned to appreciate being with my kids, and truly that I really can learn from them. And they sometimes put me in my place. And I always try to be a correctable human being here. So you can learn through anybody, even a small child, even a baby. You know, if you do something wrong and accidentally hurt a child, you know, accidentally trip them, what are they going to do? They might cry, but guess what? They're going to come back to you for love. Their love is unconditional. They want it. They value your love. There's so much we can learn from a child, and just from the beauty around us. So soak it in. All right, I hope that this has just opened your mind to just really appreciate life and just value the people in your life and the things around you. And just don't take anything for granted, because there are just some blessings that come in your life that you just want to hold on to. Okay? So, all right, I'll see y'all next time. But you know what? I really appreciate for those who comment below. And I don't have any control about, you know, how God is going to work this channel as far as like what videos are going to be seen. But I do know that some people can just be downright mean. You know, they can be bullies on the other side of a keyboard, you know. But just don't do that. Just be mindful about what that other person might be going through, that they might be walking through something really hard that you know nothing about. So if you could do anything at all, encourage them. Oh, I understand. You know, I'm sorry you're going through that. You know, chin up, whatever. Brighten someone's day, encourage someone and build them up. See y'all next time.